Guitar tips. Guitar tips. Just the tips. Just for you. Guitar tips. Hello, my name is Adam Levy. This is Guitar Tips. Welcome, or if you are a regular subscriber, welcome back. Each and every Friday I post a short video here talking about some little bit of guitar wit, wisdom, what have you, and wada wada wada. Today's tip is, it's not about you. It's not about you. So let's break it down. First of all, what is it? What it is the music. And so when you're, this tip is, I should say, geared towards when you are playing guitar behind a singer. I don't mean literally behind them in space necessarily, but you are accompanying them. They are the main event, and you are either there to play rhythm guitar or play some fills and solos, whatever. So it's not about you. What it is the music. How can you make the music sound great? And generally speaking, that's going to be by making the vocals sound great. So think about all the ways that you could get in the way of a vocal, and don't do those things. So don't play too loud. Find a good balance of volume between the guitar and the voice. Don't play a bunch of notes in the guitar if you're playing fills that are right in the same register as the vocal. Really start to develop a sense of what the singer's register is in whatever song you're doing, and see if you can fill around that by playing lower in lower register or higher register. And then there's also where the rhythmic spaces are. If they're singing a lot of if it's a percussive kind of melody with a lot of eighth notes and 16th notes, try playing longer tones. Try playing dotted quarters or half notes in your fills. And if they're always starting on their phrases on the downbeat, maybe start your phrases on the upbeat and play things that cross over bar lines. So in other words, it's not like the Three Stooges where you've got three people trying to cram through one single doorway. If you stagger yourself, everyone can get through the doorway just fine. So other things to consider, if you're playing and the singer is a guitar player as well, if they're playing big 6-note strummy chords, either play something smaller, like little 3-note chords, or try playing higher up. If they're down here in E, put a capo on and get out of that register, and you extend it. You're thinking almost more like an orchestrator. You wouldn't write a whole orchestra to play all in the same register. You want some people on some bass frequencies, and some people on some mid-range frequencies, and some people in the upper registers, and then all the harmonics work together nicely and all the melodies are clear because they're not stepping on each other. So one thing you might want to do for inspiration is find some piece of classical music that you like, whether it's a string quartet or an orchestral piece or some kind of ensemble, and listen to what each person is doing. It's hard to do if it's an orchestral piece. So let's say you get a string quartet or some kind of ensemble thing. Try and really tune into just what one player is doing. If you can, try and find the score for that piece, and look at what the part really is. It may surprise you to see what one person is doing to make everything else fit together. And that's really your job. So it's not about you. It's not about you showing up to sound check and spending the entire sound check dialing in your sound. You're there to dial in as quickly as possible so that the singer can get comfortable. If you're at a recording session, don't waste other people's time at the session by showing off new pedals that you got or whatever. Like all that stuff, just leave it outside. It's not about you. It's about the singer. It's about the song, and anything that you can do to make the singer and the song sound as good as possible. Make it sounds like you're forcing people to do stuff, which isn't what I'm saying. Help the singer to sound as best as they can. Think about where you can fit in and really be a benefit to the music, a value to the music, an asset to the music, and not just not a jerk face. Don't be a jerk face. So that's the tip. It's not about you. If you are a solo performer, maybe this tip is not for you. But if you are, like me, a working musician, a working guitarist who makes, you know, a good chunk of their living being hired to play guitar, think about it that way. It's work. Somebody's paying you to play good and help them sound their best. Do that, and I think you will find that they will hire you again and again and again, and we can all live happily ever after. Thanks so much. It's not about you, but from me to you, this guitar tip is all about you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you'll subscribe. There's a little red button down below so you can do that. I'm Adam Levy. Stay tuned and take good care.